I don't even have my script ready. Oh my gosh, I'm so lost now. Hello everyone, this is Scratch and Jack. I'm your host for the Scale Modelers across the pond Hangout. And Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus community of scale modelers of all shapes and sizes, interests, genres, and skill levels who like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and celebrate one another's scale modeling achievements. Amazing Scale Modelers is perhaps the fastest growing or perhaps the largest existing community of its type of modelers of all kinds on Google+. And we had an interesting membership scale. We went up over 1,900. Now we scaled back to 1,885. I don't know what happened. I guess some of the prostitutes couldn't make enough money from us. So
I'm responsible, Jack. I'm responsible.
Oh well, okay. You got rid of the prostitutes then, huh?
A few people, yes. There were lots of people. A hell of a lot of people called exclamation point for some reason.
Interesting. It's interesting that if you leave the exclamation points alone, they disappear on their own. I don't know what that is. I honestly don't know what that is. But thank you for cutting down our membership roll down to a smaller number.
I thought it was just because we were getting older and dying off.
Oh dear.
Today it's really funny. Today we have joining us quite a few people who are into scale modeling. Joining us today, members of Scale Modelers and Amazing Scale Modelers, as well as some of the creepiest people I know. Anyhow, how you doing, Bob? It's funny we should segue to that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at.
How you doing, Bob?
Very tired. It's very early in the morning. Had a late night last night and got a DR.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
The Rotten Baron.
Well done. Now, how are you doing?
All done.
So you were just filtering around, huh?
I think the biplanes and triplanes is actually a funny invention because all they had to do was not increase the wingspan area, but make more powerful engines.
And the man, the myth, the legend himself, man,
nice.
Yeah.
The Red Baron.
Baron himself. Nice.
And still working on my shampoo bottle in space. Getting ready to put the lights in that. That's about all I'm working on right now.
Oh, very cool.
I haven't got any pictures done of the triplane yet because I just finished it. Early this morning when I got home from work. So that's where I'm at.
Oh, very cool. That's it. That's very short. We do have a lot of people, but I think that's okay. Well, we didn't start with this guy. Maybe we should have. Heath, how you doing, Heath?
Hello, gentlemen. I'm sorry I missed last 2 weeks.
We're not going to forgive you, so that's okay.
My internet was completely and utterly stuffed. It was just stuffed. I couldn't even get in.
Right. So what have you been doing besides working on your internet?
Well, I made my second skyline. This is the Junker.
Oh, cool.
This is the original one. This is the original one I had. Just finished this week. As you can see, it's the same one. Same one as the other one I did. You can tell the difference. The other difference is one's red, one's black. The other difference is I'm missing a brake light. So that's how truly junky it is.
The car's from Pennsylvania, yeah.
Must be.
You must take photographs and post.
I do.
Okay.
I also got a kit. I also received a kit, and my daughter made this kit by herself, so I had to get one myself.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. Had to get one myself. One of many Millennium Falcon models I have.
Can you ever have too many?
Well, let me put it this way. I've got 2 Hot Wheels ones. This one's from The Force Awakens.
Yeah, because when I think Hot Wheels, I think, Millennium Falcon.
This was from the original trilogy.
Of course.
And of course, I've got the big Hasbro one. So,
He's actually sitting inside the big one.
Yeah, I'm not used to saying Heath in the dark, but that's just me. It's late night there in South Australia.
it's 11:37.
11:37, and you know when we get our clock changed for the summer, it'll be even later for you.
Yes, but I'm fully prepared. I've got a coffee here. So I'll be perfectly fine.
I read an article about coffee that said that most people drink coffee in the morning, but biochemically it doesn't make sense to do. It's better to do in the morning than at night.
Well,
Go figure.
I'm not going to be drinking Red Bull.
Yeah,
I'll just go crazy. I just go crazy.
You must have a cast iron heart for that. That's for sure.
Yeah. One of the other kits I'm going to be building.
Go ahead.
That's my next build. This is the Days of Thunder.
Yes.
This is the Days of Thunder. Cold Trickle. His first card. And so I'll be built. I've got to get some paint for that. Plus, I've got to get a weathering kit so I can weather my Millennium Falcons and my X-Wings and stuff like that. And then also, in the process of that, I'm moving.
You're moving?
Yes, we're moving from here. We've been told to relocate because they're thinking of renovating this house or knocking it down.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah, so I might be coming from a brand new place, or no, but this is going to be like in a couple of months though. So I'm going to do. Here comes the next big challenge.
Boy, the Aussies are on the move. Even Keith is moving from Tasmania to Queensland. So, as Australians call Queensland, it's Queensland.
The next question is,
Get it right, Jack.
Yeah.
the next job I've got to do is clean up this flaming mess.
Yeah. Well, best of luck. Well, of course, you'll keep us
I'll keep you abreast. I'll keep you abreast.
Are you saying that he's my great?
Yeah. He's.
I'm just moving from my house here to somewhere else in South Australia. So, but I'll guarantee you, if I was moving to America, just moving suburbs. If I was moving to America, you wouldn't want me. You wouldn't want me. I'd be in minutes.
Jack, I suspect it's the sort of witness protection program he's in.
Yes, it's the great. It's called.
They're on us.
It's called the Great Heat Migration. I think the naturalists should take film of this. So.
I actually call it the Great Migration.
Boy, this is a choppy hangout. This is a crazy. Coming up next, I have to apologize for an entire nation to another entire nation because we have a presidential candidate who's making it sound like being born in Canada is probably the worst thing on the planet. But we know better. We know better because we know who James is, and he's a gentleman who has great talent in scale modeling. So, what are you working on? Are you still working on the Millennium Falcon?
I'm getting close to the end.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh, look at
I've
that.
finished off on the Greeblies. What's left now are the guns and the radar dish.
The world's most elaborate paper airplane.
Yep.
Yeah. I got some pictures I can put up here to show up a little better.
I'm the junkiest.
James, I'm sorry. That is amazing. That is an amazing paper model.
Well, thank you.
Let me put it this way. It puts this to shame.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
Ooh. Look at that.
You don't say. Don't say.
And you made this tree very proud.
Yeah.
You make the carcass very, very proud. Yes.
Rick didn't give up.
Very nice.
That even has a scoring.
Yeah.
The laser.
God.
Yeah, it's got some.
I
some
see a
blast
light
marks.
in the background.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gesundheit, Lou.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that. I didn't have time to grab for the microphone to turn it off.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
There's the view shot.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look at that. That is B-E-A.
Yeah.
Do we know how who had designed the Falcon?
This model?
Yeah, well, not this model per se, but the ship itself.
The ship was designed by Corellium Fleet Yards.
No. Who's the artist?
You say that like that's real.
Yeah.
No, I've read.
And they're sold to the Star Wars people.
Excuse me.
Let's have a
Might
look.
have been.
I mean, like
I think it might have been
Jeffries is responsible for the
McClary.
Enterprise.
It might have been McClary.
Wait a minute. According to George Lucas, the Falcon's design was inspired by a hamburger with the cockpit with an all on the side.
Yes, he's right. Yes.
Mickey D's.
It was Lauren Peterson or not?
Eagle transporters in space prompted Lucas to change the Falcon's design.
Uh-huh.
So let's see.
Oh, because he didn't want to steal from somebody else.
Yeah.
Really
Unlike
cool.
today.
Really cool, James. You're almost done with that?
Almost. It'll probably be done this week. I've got a stand. I got to make a stand for it, but I got to hit my CAD program and design a stand for it. I don't want to do the guns until I get the stand built.
Okay.
Because it's
that's
too delicate
true,
to set down.
Easy.
It'd be crushed working it, so I've got to have something to get it off the table.
Right. Boy, that's an immense amount of work. You actually started that before Christmas, and it's already middle of February. Gee, I don't know if I'd have that kind of patience to put in that much time, but I think though it's all about the scale modeling passion that we all are infected with, literally infected with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you go to the shop by going to the internet and just printing these things off, making them out of paper. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Liam?
I am fine, Jack. Thank you.
So we've just got from Ontario over to the United Kingdom and Northern Ireland, I think.
Forget it, Boyle.
The United Kingdom of Britain and what you said. Yeah, that's
United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Yes, that.
Yeah, that's
okay. Why
don't you make the name longer?
And if Scotland ever did leave, it would be the United Kingdom of England, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Doesn't sound the same. Yeah. I've been busy this week for a change. You probably saw the pictures, but I finally got my tracks on the Panther.
Nice.
So she's looking the part. I don't know how much. One detail I did last night. I don't know if this will show up. If you can see the little ports where they view out from the tank on this side. I don't know if that's going to show up.
Yeah.
Can you see any? What I did was the model didn't come with any glazing. But those are supposed to be like bulletproof type vent. So I use gluing or the gluing glaze stuff to put. I don't know. Are they showing up or not? I don't know if it is. So I just added a little bit of extra detail in the thing, but I still a lot of greeblies and different things to add on, machine guns to add on the hatch and so on. But really enjoyed that. It was a good idea doing the tank check. Thank you.
I'm doing mine as well. I kind of like I'm opting for the tank over the motorcycle at this point, but considering how speedy I am on my builds, I think I might not even be able to do the motorcycle before the end of March. So anybody's wondering, we're doing a group build, and I finally made an announcement. I got off my duff and that we started in January. It's out of your comfort zone build, and that is just building a kit that you've never done before, or perhaps revisiting that Nemesis and trying to finish it. So out of your comfort zone is it's just we're gonna do some builds during the year, once every 3 months, so give everybody a chance. And Liam is doing a tank, has done a tank, and I am as well. That's really cool because I can really. There is some screen shares that I hope I can do and not drop off. Sounds like we need to drop off. Anyway, can you all hear me?
Yeah.
Hear you.
Okay, here's one shot of his tank. The glazing is what you were talking about, right?
It's applied at that stage, but it's not set. You can see there's still a white, milky appearance.
Yeah, so as I salt the roads, my car looks like this.
Yeah, it looks like snow.
Yeah.
But that then clears or set to a clear glaze. It's this stuff. It's a gluing glaze. I don't know if you have that in the States, but
it's called Elmer's glue.
Elmer's glue.
Yeah.
Elmer's glue. So that's what you use. Okay, that does sound right. That's just about right for a glazing. Nice.
As it turns to ice.
Yep. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Still have to do the headlight. Hasn't finished yet. Have to put a color in and then put glazing in the front of that too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you got nice high resolution photos. I really appreciate it.
Wow.
Just the iPhone?
Seriously?
The what?
Yep.
The what?
Just an iPhone.
Wow.
That's beautiful, Liam.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous job. Very nice.
I'll be doing more tanks.
You got it.
Actually, while we got Liam here,
I've lost you here.
Everybody.
You got over the tank tread problem then?
Yes. Thank God for super glue. Basically, because there's no way. When I tried the tread first, I thought that's about an inch short. There's no way that's going to fit the tank. Mm-hmm. So effectively, what you must do is you attach you super glue on the top layer, then stretch it and stretch it and stretch it around to the bottom, and then basically super glue the two halves together. They recommend using a soldering iron and doing it, with heat. But I found super glue.
I think for my kit too, they're suggesting a hot screwdriver blade.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go figure. So that's really good work, Liam. Thank you for sharing.
I enjoyed it. Very, very, very much enjoyed it. I may, since there's still time left in the month of March, I might go back to this monster.
The Christine model.
Yes, I may try and finish her off. I mean, it's mostly here, so.
I bought that at Hobby Lobby for like 40% off, and since I've been every now and again I go back to see what they got, and since then I have not been able to find it there. I would like to do it myself. Do the Christine model, do the movie cars. That just gave me an idea.
She's mostly there.
Liam, I was watching a lovely William Shatner film called The Captains.
Oh, you mean my film that William Shatner appears in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he does a documentary.
Surprised to see a certain member turn up there.
Yeah.
With the camera right on him. Twice. Once with his nice little gold original series uniform.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm going,
what
that face looks very familiar. Holy shit, it's Liam!
Well,
do yourself a favour, go and see The Captains and to see our very good friend Liam.
Thank you.
I mean, I told my wife that, she said, that is him!
You know what? I'm just thoroughly convinced caffeine to Heath is like nuclear bombs for North Korea. So, moving on. How you doing, Lou?
Oh, it's my turn.
You're okay. We're just having fun.
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing two birds with one stone. I am
How's that working out?
Well, I'm doing a model that I want to get done, need to get done real quick, and I'm also working outside of my comfort zone. I'm making a car.
Oh, yes. Very cool.
It has to be the Batmobile, but it's a car.
Wait until next quarter between April and June. I just got the idea just now. So yes, you're doing the Batmobile.
Hear me now.
And as you probably will know that you won't have to do the next build, but you'll probably do it anyway. But long and short of it, just tell us what you're doing on the and I'll talk about what's coming up. Anyway, go ahead. Never, I'm just talking. Never mind. Bye.
Well, everybody froze up for a second, so I got lost in the synchronization. Okay. I am working on this Batmobile, and also Stacks. Tell me this is not a good time to be a modeler. I dare you. What the hell?
22-inch Eagle.
The derelict.
The derelict, yeah.
It takes balls to make a derelict, my friend. Oh, Thank you. I'm here all night. Tip your waitress.
This is a family show, by the way.
Yeah, it's a family.
Yeah, we're all family.
And the Big Eagle.
Oh, nice. Nice. You'll fit right in with the next build. Yeah, do the car. I mean, even though it is the Batmobile.
Oh! It has wheels. It has an engine. It has.
This is the Batmobile from Batman v Superman.
Yes.
And fiction, it has those things. Yeah. Oh, cool.
Somebody sat in it and drove it, so it's a car.
It's a car.
What size is that?
112, I guess. It's about a foot long when done.
Yeah.
Lift it up a bit, Lou. I can't see it.
Well, it's not very pretty yet. It's still in progress.
Well, I think I know why Liam sent me that link.
Yes.
Yesterday on my Facebook. I'm definitely getting that for sure. That'll go along with my Tumblr and my '89 Batmobile. Plus,
I think it's a better design than the Tumblr myself.
Oh, well, each to their own, Lou.
Yeah. Well, the Tumblr to me, it looked like Batman just took a military vehicle and painted it black, whereas this looks like it was built for Batman.
Oh, of course. And that's one film I can't wait to see. I've seen trailers of it, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Good.
Really cool. Really cool.
Plus, the hopper is still in the other room. I mean, I'm up to here in models.
I think you might need to back down a little bit, Lou, don't you think?
No. Life's too short. Got to keep pushing.
This is a face I haven't seen in a while. I seen him last week, but he's been gone. He's been working in real life. It's good to see you alive and well, and back to modeling, because you just said hell with it. It's you got to do modeling to be sane.
That could be
Hi,
any.
Phil.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, hi, Phil.
See, I'm really not with it. That's so true. Yes, I was about 4 months. I didn't model, but yeah, I picked it up again. And
you went to Germany and they wouldn't let you go home?
They couldn't wait to get rid of me.
Yeah, you can count on the Germans for that.
You go home now. You go home now.
I'll tell you in a minute. Hey, yeah, after the trip to Germany, I just had so much work to do with company reorganization, and of course, I just didn't even have. I didn't want to do it for some reason, probably because I was so busy. So it was pretty well all work and no play, but that's kind of dissipated a little. So I picked up the Hornet carrier and thought, I'm going to do something. So I did. I put the guns on it. So the Enterprise is sitting there in the diorama all ready for paint, but it's too big. It's an outside job.
Yeah.
So it's waiting until obviously warmer weather, because I figured -8 degrees, which is what it's going to be tonight, a little cold for painting outside.
Yeah.
You guys are going to get a cold.
Yeah. So I was wondering what I would do what I would do instead, and I thought, oh, it's time to go back to the 350. You guys will remember that I was building one and I broke it, and then I started again. So this time I'm building this one a little differently. I'm going to, before I painted it, then started to assemble it with the lighting. This time I've not painted it at all. So I'm going to do the old masking job on it. So yeah, I'm in 350 hell at the moment.
They call it the Widowmaker for a reason, Phil.
Yeah. So I got bits of 350 everywhere. It looks like a graveyard, but yeah, it's coming along.
If it were me, it'd stay a graveyard. That's what I'm good at anyway. So, how you doing, Randall? I haven't seen you in a bit. You're doing well too, I bet.
Not too bad, Jack. Thanks. Yeah, still plugging away here, doing bits and pieces. My out of my comfort zone build is this.
Ooh, a car.
Another
Isn't
car.
that interesting how many cars are being built for out of comfort zone?
Actually, what I should have said,
For me.
sorry to cut across Randall for a minute, but yeah, I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm actually doing modelling.
Really cool. What car is that?
It's the Lotus Super 7. It was a kit car that came out in the early 60s. A kit car, no pun intended. And the particular car I'm doing is the one that appeared in the title sequence of a TV show called The Prisoner.
Oh, that was a good choice.
Excellent choice, Randall.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And it also keeps in a wee bit with fantasy modelling as well, because the show itself was a bit fantastic in places. And yeah, I'm having fun with it.
I'm a model. I'm a free man.
Yeah. Working out the what goes where on the insides, ignition harness and what have you.
It doesn't. Are you going to wire it up with cables?
Yeah, a few cables. Maybe not the whole set of cables, because going by the pictures, there seems to be like a viper's nest of cables going everywhere. And no two cars are the same. Because they're built at home in somebody's garage, and so everybody has their own ideas on how to wire these things. So I'll just go for a few bits and pieces here or there, just to give the impression of a working engine, and then hide it all under the bonnet. Oh, sorry, hood.
Randall, I'll do the rover after it, okay?
You can say that on the Across the Pond Hangout, but not on a Sunday Hangout. They're forbidden to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we get it.
The other little thing I'm working on is the Aoshima Thunderbird 4 kit.
Oh, nice.
This thing here. It looks like a JCB at the minute with the big the digger bucket at the front there, but I just have to.
That's a tiny bucket. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been working out how to put the lights inside this thing.
It's a very yellow plastic,
isn't it? The cockpit, for the want of a better word. Which,
What cockpit?
Not too badly detailed. It's quite accurate actually in places. I'm just working out where all the blinky lights go. So I'll be lighting up the cockpit with the few of the blinkies and a couple of LEDs in the light bar at the front, using these little 3mm LEDs. Mm-hmm. A couple of ultra bright ones. Then. Actually, I had a bit of fun with these. I was trying to wire two of them in series. I was getting the polarities right and everything like that, but once the two were soldered together, they didn't work.
Yeah, electric goes one direction.
Actually, an insulator and not a conductor. Tried each one individually. They worked, but when they were both together, not a thing.
Well, how many do you have in a row?
Just 2.
What voltage are you using?
To test them, I was using 3 volts.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
You need more voltage.
You need 5 volts because they're 3.2 or 2.3 or 3.2 volts. So you've got to.
So you need 6.4 volts across it to light it up.
You probably would have driven them with 5 volts.
Yeah.
But I usually do my testing with 9 or 12.
Yeah. See, if they're in parallel, you can do the same voltage, as one. But put them in series, you got to add the voltage together to the applied voltage.
Right.
So maybe it's not in series. You got to put them, but in parallel.
From previous experience of LEDs blowing up on me, I was kind of scared to put anything more than 3 volts.
The other thing is with 3 volts on certain LEDs, like a 3.2 volt, you wouldn't even need to resist it.
Well, that's true, but that's true. I mean, the thing is, if you're risking blowing them out, in series is typically the way people blow them out. Because if you put one LED, one resistor, it works great. But if you have a series and perhaps a resistor, I think you should resist them, even if they are in series. Then you run the chance of blowing one of them out for sure. So yeah, I mean, try doing them in parallel. And you'll be,
that's the way I'm going to go with it, is just do them parallel. Just need to work out where to put all the extra wiring inside the light bar.
What are you using?
This stuff here, magnet wire.
Magnet wire, okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you
30 SWC or G.
Yeah, that's fine enough. But if you use, I'm not sure how the light bar, but you could run a positive and a negative single, right, into your light bar, and then use that as a power bus. So you don't need a set of wires back to for each LED back to your main power source. Just run one set up for the power, and then tap into that for each LED in parallel. So what I would typically do is I would run a negative bus, and I would just solder that negative bus, one leg of the LED to each of those, and I'm not sure if I can direct that here. Hang on, let's see. Yeah.
That's the second I was talking about, William.
Yep.
Okay, so here's, and I don't know how well that's going to show up, but here's a negative bus wire. It's just plain wire, and it just rumps its way around to each negative leg of the LED. And here's my positives. You see that?
Yeah.
That's a smart way of doing it.
And then what I will do is I run one 12-volt or 9-volt wire up into here, and all of these join to that one wire. So I keep the major part of the wiring in the saucer and only run a single source of power up to it. Okay, just a thought.
Certainly, it would make life a bit easier when it comes to running the power through the connecting arms.
Yeah. See, unless you specifically need to control an LED like a nav light or a strobe, if it's just on, then you can just run one power source and wire them all internally in whatever the part is. It minimizes that million pieces of wire that are coming out the tube at the bottom. So, how do I join all this together?
It wouldn't be too bad, even if just doing it in parallel. It would have just 2 very fine wires coming out of each side.
Exactly.
I was going to actually, instead of trying to put them through the connecting arm, which is just one solid piece of plastic, I was just going to wrap it round very tightly around the full length, because the original looks like it's like piano wire, really thick gauge piano wire.
Yes, that would work too.
Fine spiral shape. So
if you do something like that, what you can do is you can run the positive up one side and the negative up the other.
Yeah. Because boring through that solid piece of curved plastic is not going to be an easy task, is it?
No. It's doable, but it would take a while, and I'd probably run the risk of breaking something.
That would be what I would do. I would break it for sure.
It's been my experience that when you put LEDs into a model, it multiplies your time by threefold. Because there's a lot of things you got to do.
At least on this jack, I don't have a timetable, whereas on this one, yes, I do. It's the 31st of March, isn't it?
31st of March, yep.
So,
by then. And Liam is always first to get done.
Yeah, he talks about being a slow modeler, but by God, he gets them done quick.
That's a change. That one, it's definitely a change. That's why I think I will do more tanks.
Our friend Ken Skiffington farts and he has a model. This one spits and he has a model. Anyhow, I'm going to show something very unpolitically correct, very dangerous to have on the air. Because it might poison young minds to be bigots. So I got this done.
I know what he's talking about.
I do have that on the roof like it's supposed to. So I just ruined America again.
These are the same people that put Nazi planes up every week.
Well, Nazi planes are acceptable, but this isn't. So.
The clan.
This is our Nazi symbol. So anyway, this was probably the worst kit I've ever can possibly envision.
Well, it turns out
now
great.
I know what a bad kit is like.
Wasn't AMP or
it's an MPC, and I have the 16 scale too, and I think the 16 scale is MPC as well. Maybe it's AMT. Anyway, I got this done. This is what I've been wasting literally my time doing, is this thing.
What was so bad about it, Jack? Is it the fit or?
Well, look at the wheel. Does it look a little crooked to you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there it is. There's a crooked one right there. That's one, because there was no axle. The axle did not work on this. You got a metal axle, and the front has no axle. I just glued it to the frame.
So post jump through the barn generally.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is something that I'll probably videotape smashing against the wall because this is such a bad kit.
Yeah.
But I got it done. I don't have the license plate on there, but I'm calling it done because I'm working on the tank and I'm running out of time. I know how fast of a builder I am. And then, of course, this Tamiya kit does have English instructions, which I'm very happy for. But this is step one right here.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good. No one would have the patience for that. No way.
Step one, build the model. Step two,
destroy it.
This is, and then step 3 and 4 is putting all this together. It's all repetitive stuff.
Yep.
And these little wheels, they tell you not to glue together. Guess what I did? I glued them together.
It's the only way to
I'm thinking, how does it stay together as you're putting it together? So I glued them, and this too. I glued too. I'm following the directions, but I'm gluing things together where I shouldn't. It's really funny because I glued there's a little tubular black thing that goes inside it, and I glued that in, and I found that you're not supposed to. So I pulled it out. The glue I used was the Plastistruck. It did melt the styrene, but not this black little thing. And then I pull them all out. I clear out the melted plastic, and then I put it back together and glue the two sides together. And then I look at the instructions. I'm like, okay, I wasn't supposed to glue them.
Why don't they want you to glue them? They can
poly caps. Therefore, you can actually, if you make an RC model, put a motor in it, and the poly caps are your bearings.
And then the wheels themselves are all interlaced. So you've got an outer and an inner and a middle wheel that goes in the center. That was a problem I had with this thing because there are multiple layers of road wheels all the way through, and so you must build them up layer by layer, or you won't get it together, Jack. I don't know.
Oh, screw it! I'm just gonna glue it together.
Yeah, unless you're gonna sit cross-legged on the floor and play tanks.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
A lot of these old Tamiya tank models were built to be motorized.
Yeah.
So
if I was on the floor playing with toys, I wouldn't be doing tanks.
Hence the holes in the bottom of this one, which is where the On, off, left, right. Face. Yeah.
One of the options on my yeah. One of the options on my Thunderbird 4 kit is actually to have wheels and a motor in it.
Uh-huh.
So just for laughs, I put it together.
Oh God. It's a Reliant.
Yeah, that's a 3-wheeler. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a face too, so.
Very good.
Yeah, mine's just not a frowny face, but a sort of an indifferent face.
A suggestion to cure your problem: you could try, if you try lining all the wheels up as a separate unit, glue them all together, and then put it all on in one piece. If you get my drift.
There you go, making sense again.
You talking to me?
Yeah, sorry, about the wheels on the tank, Jack. Sorry.
The wheels.
Okay, I get it. Okay. We're doing this out of the comfort zone build and in a community, and there's a couple of modelers I'd like to see do something different, and I'm not even sure what it is because this guy Chris Pandoff is just freaking amazing at whatever he does, and he's done on his figure. It's called the Wolverine.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Very nice.
His work is just so good. I don't know whatever other adjective I can use. But I haven't seen him post in a while, but I'm just excited that he's started posting again. Oh, look at that. I didn't even notice that. That's a different head.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, they're better than one, you know.
Oh, look at that. Google recognizes as a face.
Good job.
Let's put in Heath Tompkins. No, just kidding. Yeah, very cool. Very cool stuff. And I wonder what would be his out of comfort zone build, because he builds cars, he builds sci-fi, he builds the figures.
Paper model.
I don't know. What's that?
A paper model.
A paper model. Yeah, so next quarter, that will be from April to June 30th, we were talking in the community about the next group build, and we were thinking sci-fi. Okay. How about TV vehicles instead? It could be
the general lead done.
It could be, well, that's not because I'm going to do something sci-fi. I'm going to make an attempt to do a 350. A 350, I have started the NX-01 like 2 years ago, but I stopped because I had other models to build. So that's what I'm going to. I think TV and movie vehicles is good. And if you have not done your Mad Max build, now's the time to do it, because that would be included too. But sci-fi would have special feeling in my heart. So sci-fi, but
I just want to put a license plate on that General Lee and be done.
Well, that's right. I'm waiting for that time to come. It could be the Knight Rider. It could be, you know what would be really cool, and I don't know if it exists, Steve Austin's craft that he crashed in.
Oh, the test module. Yeah, you can get in that.
Lifting body.
Lifting body. That's what it's called. Yeah.
So there is a lot of, but that's going to be, you know, if you want to get started now and be done by June 30th, that's up to you all. But I think sci-fi would be a good idea, but anything that would be, to be inclusive, that would be like television or movies. And one of the models that would be really cool to build is actually the Oblivion ship.
That's
the bubble ship.
The bubble ship.
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
Randy Cooper's kit.
There's a
Randy Cooper's makes that?
Too.
Oh, well, I thought that was like a big like AMT or something.
No,
it's not?
There's no commercial kit of that.
All right.
Yeah.
So if that's out of your comfort zone too, I'll go for it. I'm doing a Randy Cooper model.
out of my price zone?
What's that?
Out of my price zone.
Out of your price zone, yeah.
Out of price zone, yes. That would be the.
We're gonna call it the mortgage kit.
Yeah.
I need to bring attention to something that Lou had done. Lou is back from Washington. Where exactly is the Enterprise?
Exactly right now, it's splayed out like a turkey on the table at the Udvar Hazy Museum, which is in the Smithsonian Annex that is out by Dulles Airport.
I see. So when it's done, where is it going to be displayed? I heard it's not going to go back to the bookstore.
No, it's going to be in the Milestones of Flight Hall, right dead center as soon as you walk in the main doors. You know where the big McCall mural is?
You mean up front and center?
Well, not front and center. It's going to be in the main lobby, though. It's where that big McCall mural is now. Okay. They're going to put a case right in front of that.
Wow.
And it's the last I heard, the port side, let's see, port side is left. The port side will remain unfinished, but the starboard side will be finished back to a 1967 look. And it will be lit, which is good news.
Mm-hmm.
The lights won't be all the time, but it will be lit.
You attended a presentation at the Smithsonian, and you have a videotape of that on your channel.
Yes.
So if you're interested, it's actually quite fascinating, not even for sci-fi fans or Star Trek fans. It is about a model, and a historical model no less, and the things that she describes and what technology they use to examine the original paint, the paint that was laid over it, and what their plan is to put it back into the original paint. I thought was fascinating. I mean, if you're into that technical stuff and scale modeling, that video that you have, Lou, is a must-watch. It's really good.
Well, good. I'm glad you like it. I thought she made some very good points. I was talking to her outside of her presentation, and she was a little. I would say she wasn't less diplomatic because she's very diplomatic, but she was talking about the paint job that it had now, and she still maintains that the paint job was accurate to the information that they had at the time.
Yes.
But that confesses that since they did not have color photos back then, they were working off of grayscale photos. So the Ed may have been a little bit more heavy-handed with the coloring of the weathering, not necessarily the amount of the weathering.
They painted it in the dark, Lou. I thought you knew that.
Brighter minds than you or I painted that thing. I'm going to tell you, I've been very critical of that paint job.
Yeah.
But
I've seen it too when they first got it done in the 90s, and I was mortified. I'm like, oh well, I just
and also probably the worst offender is the underside of the saucer. The amount of work on the nacelles and the secondary hull is not that bad when you look at it. It's the underside of the saucer that has all the really heavy panel lines, and if you take that out of the equation, the rest of it isn't so bad. And when you see the ship in the bright light of that workroom, that green kind of dissipates, and you think that's closer to what studio lights look like. So it does wash away a lot of that. And I would imagine you had to have heavy weathering for any of it to show up under the studio lights.
Lou, you're obviously going to be involved with another Enterprise soon.
Yes, I'm going to go. Hopefully, I'm going to go help pick up Steve's Enterprise.
Right. I hope you're doing video coverage of it.
Yes, I will be.
Yes.
Steve's? What do you mean? What's going on?
Neil's 66-inch Enterprise that he's building for the Museum of Science Fiction. I did the markings for that build, and in May, hopefully, or April or May, we don't know exactly when. We're going to be going out to pick it up and truck it back to Washington. I don't know.
Where is the Sci-Fi Museum? I thought it was in California.
No, it's going to be in D.C.
There are going to be two. There's the one that Houston Huddleston's working on. And then there's the one in Washington, which is a different entity, but
yeah, the one that I'm working on is the National Museum of Science Fiction.
Yeah,
I see. Do you need someone to hold the camera?
I'm holding the camera for somebody else. I've already wheedled my way onto this trip.
Yes.
I see. I would be happy to hold a camera of somebody's.
It's quite a road trip.
Oh yeah,
well,
from California. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I say, they're still working out the nuts and bolts of it. We may end up flying out and then just driving back. So.
Yeah. So when you drive back, will you go and see the biggest ball of string and the biggest all these different things on the way back across America? But
we'll probably be going as fast as the speed limit will allow us.
It'll take 4 days.
Yeah.
It'll take 4 days at least. Going from Southern California to DC, it'll take 4 days.
I can just imagine Lou will be standing in the back of the truck,
holding. She can't take any more, Captain. I'm going as fast as I can. I burn anything, she'll burn up.
We shouldn't tempt fate, Lou.
No. It's going to be a Thelma and Louise thing all over again. Straight off the Grand Canyon.
I look forward to that. I look forward to it.
I'm thinking of Slim Pickens from the end of Dr. Strangelove. Ride that Enterprise down to the Grand Canyon.
That would be a really cool trip, though. I did it coast to coast, almost coast to coast, and it's driving across the United States is amazing. It's simply amazing. The way the land changes and the climate, and it's just, I don't even know why Americans do foreign travel, because there's a lot of foreign travel in the States. There is. Foreign meaning places that you wouldn't expect to see and experience people. So you're going to have a lot of fun, Lou. That's my point.
I hope so. We're going to call it 2.5 Men in a Starship.
Starship. I've been looking for a photo from that was taken when the model was sitting curbside outside the studio.
The rollout pictures.
The rollout pictures, yeah. It looks like it's a curbside on a street. And it's actually pretty big. I mean, there's like 3 guys standing behind it, and it's actually a pretty big model. If you've ever seen it, it is a big model. And what I thought was interesting is, and you never really think about it, but modelers back then used an awful lot of wood.
Yeah.
Plastic was very expensive. And they used a lot of wood. And I think wasn't Jeffries a furniture maker?
No, Jeffries he designed it. I don't think he actually built anything. He designed it.
It was a furniture makers who made it.
Yeah.
Richard Dayton was the name you always hear associated with the building of it.
I see. But I thought she said that furniture makers had actually lathed and carved because it was made of wood. It's made of wood.
Well, it's wood and some vacuum form. Yeah.
All right, so vacuum form, a little bit of plastic then, maybe.
Yeah. The saucer itself is vacuum formed thin plastic over top of a wood structure. I'm trying to find a good picture here. Let me see.
Do share. And in the meantime, I am looking for a build that, there's something.
Let's see.
Build that.
There you go.
What's that? Oh, there you go. Oh, wow. That's modeling on a big scale.
Yeah. That's what I call saucer separation.
That's a lot of separation there.
And that's the original view on the street curve that you want to check?
Yeah, he's got the... I thought I had a picture of that. How do I stop sharing?
Just click on...
Close your break.
Yeah.
There it is.
Well, also, Randall had posted something about an enterprise. Let me see if I can click onto it and screen share. Where does it go? Here it is. You all still there?
Yeah.
You guys are so quiet. Okay. That's a 23-foot Enterprise built by a team.
Which would make a 2x scale.
Well, explain this, Randall.
Essentially, it's a chap, Thompson Ong, on Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and a team of his built this thing essentially from scratch. They also do a lot of studio scale models and things like that. It was from their Facebook group, but I can't for the life of me remember what the name of the Facebook group was. If you hang on a second.
Oh, I wonder why they built it. Just for
because it was there.
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
That's the scene that Heath was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, Heath is gone. Oh, sorry to miss you, Heath.
Yes, that's the way.
Which is in the webpage, Thompson Ong, or Facebook group, or face group, whatever you call it. Thompson Ong, O-N-G.
Page, yeah.
And
I see.
That was the.
Where is okay? Oh, there we go. Okay, Facebook page. All right, that's something to look up. That's actually very ambitious. So Steve did something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the most scratch-built. It almost seems like it's the most scratch-built model out there, most recognizable one, anyway. Lou, you got something to show?
That's the shuttle bay with the doors taken off. You get a glimpse inside.
Yeah.
I hear they're going to have put that in there. Is that right?
What's that?
But put the shuttle bay in or not?
No, they're not going to do that.
Oh, okay.
No, they're going to restore it as much. Restore it as much as possible to the original filming look, but they're not going to add any new features to it.
I just hope they're not going to put the big wires that were taped to the left-hand side of the engineering hull.
There was some talk about that they were going to try to recreate the wires sticking out of it, but then that goes back into the idea of adding detail back that wasn't really there. I think they would actually have to do some destruction to put those wires back, because when they were taken off, they were kind of spackled over and all of that. The holes were spackled over, and they would that would count as destruction to bring that back out. So I think they are going to what they're going to do is replace the lighting with modern strip LEDs that they can tinker with the color and color temperature and all that kind of stuff and intensity, and do that for the starboard side windows. But they're not going to try to add any detail to the port side. They're just going to make it smoothed off to show that, in fact, it was not finished.
Well, switching gears, since you're building out of your comfort zone there, Lou, doing a car, there's a lot of cars in the community, a lot of car builders, and I wonder if your paint job would be similar to this.
Not nearly as nice as that.
Yeah, this is very, very cool. This guy is like, his paint is everything. It's really cool. Really cool stuff. And he just comes out with, see, Enterprises. See?
There you go. Close enough.
Mr. Cesar is just amazing in his builds. So maybe perhaps that would be out of your comfort zone to paint something like that, huh?
It really would. It really would.
But no, though, in your defense, though, you do the masks, and when you're doing the masks, you are actually doing multiple layers of paint.
Yeah. I just, unless it's Starship Gray or whatever, I have a hard time getting the smooth, like the red finish there and the blue finish, and having it look in scale without it looking like a toy. They do some amazing finishes on that, and something like that, especially if it's a NASCAR or a race car, where it's all about the paint finish. That's some amazing work they're doing, and and the decal work is amazing too. That's especially when you're putting all those old sponsored decals on, having them on straight and having them on without any silvering and having them on that look like it's blended in. That's an art form all of itself.
Yeah, that really is up then again, really up your alley. Then you do understand how all this stuff works.
Jack, how was you mentioned the poor build on the General Lee? How were the decals? Since
that's very interesting. You bring that up because the decals themselves were phenomenal.
I was going to say that's such an important part of that kit. That would be the one thing not to screw up.
Oh, I did screw up one side of the General Lee.
I'm sorry. I meant on the manufacturing side, not on your side. On that.
Oh, right. Yeah, that is very true. The decals. Look at that. I mean, I got a dog.
Keep it away. You're offending me.
Oh, God.
The edges on this are very much disappeared. Of course, that's the side I screw up. And here's the side that I don't screw up. There's no edges to this thing.
Right.
And they didn't take very long in the water bath to get soft enough to throw. In fact, I thought it was a little fast, in fact. And they laid on very, very nicely. And I just put a dull coat on there, and the edges disappeared. There's no edges to this. And I think I didn't realize how thin the decals were, though. But the application was very fast, very easy, and I really liked it. So the decals, of course, now if you buy the General Lee, you can't find the decals in anymore. They're not putting the decals in. And I'm hoping that people get good quality aftermarket because there's a lot of people doing them.
Lou needs to do a mask set.
No, you're saying generally speaking, it was okay.
There was another build that really caught my eye, and I was thinking of Spaceballs when I saw it.
Yeah, I saw that too. Put wings on it.
And this is the first picture I saw, and I thought, wow, this is very quaint, but not quite Spaceballs. I was thinking John Candy as Big Wolf, and then as I'm going through these pictures, I'm like, oh, this is actually a scene. That's a very unusual camping scene.
Yeah, camping. That's it, camping.
So if you're all into, well, you know what? I'm getting tired of The Walking Dead. I'm a big fan of the show, but every little thing is starting to mean.
Back on tomorrow night. What's going to happen?
Everything is.
Yeah.
Watching it is so laborious because every little thing means something, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot get into a show like that.
I'm tired of them running into yet another bad guy.
Right. It's sort of like Bob Bruce here as okay, that didn't work. Bob Bruce here is getting all those details in it, he's setting up the scene. But the show sucks because there's too much detail. I'm sorry, people. I think it's kind of gone bad.
It's gotten awfully repetitive.
Very repetitive, and I think what I enjoyed the most, and this is my sadistic side, was the first 2 seasons when they were discovering new ways of killing zombies, and whatever way to pierce their brains.
Yeah.
Not with just bullets, but with spears, with door jams, or whatever else. I thought that was very clever. But now everything means something, and it's depressing, actually.
Yeah, there's no hope. I want to see some episodes of hope.
Right, there is no hope, and maybe that's the point, but it gets very exhausting after a while. So to the writers and producers of Walking Dead, please put the show to a nice end already.
Put a bullet in its head.
But Bob, thanks, Bob, for sharing that build. It's just amazing. And, of course, Norman Fair had posted a link in the comments where you can actually buy the kit from Spaceballs. So that's at Oh Hell.
That's at Oh Hell?
No, it's actually a big website for aftermarket parts for sci-fi, and I can't remember it.
Is it this?
Cultman TV, TV Cult.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff. I'm kind of jealous. But apparently you can buy, and I did link onto it, and it's like a resin kit that's in like 6 parts. So that was interesting. I didn't know it existed. Anyway, boy, I think we killed more than an hour.
Yeah.
So arrest us and call us criminals. So we murdered an hour. I'd like to thank all of you for joining us. And first, I'd like to thank Bob. Thanks, Bob, for staying awake long enough. No, just
that's just a picture of Bob. That's not Bob.
It moved.
This is Bob that has to get up in 4 hours to go to work again.
Then go again. Why don't you relax and get some shut-eye. Well, thanks, Bob, for sharing and stopping by. And the Paperman, James, thank you for showing us, and looking forward to getting it done, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, it's getting close to the end now.
Excellent.
Get ready for the next project.
Well, thanks for joining us. And Liam, I'm coming up, I don't want to say coming up your behind. That doesn't sound right, but I am coming up behind. Never mind. No matter how I say it, it's not going to work.
Just say tanks.
Yes, I'm going to try. I'm going to be working on my tank diligently. It's a 3-day weekend for me because it's President's Day on Monday. Oh, isn't that right, Lou?
Maybe for you, state workers don't get it off.
Oh, really? Here in Pennsylvania, state workers do get it off.
Not North Carolina. Those aren't our presidents.
Then again, the state of Pennsylvania doesn't have a budget. They're working and not getting paid. So
we don't recognize those presidents.
The dead ones, you mean?
What's that?
The dead ones, you mean?
No, anybody before Reagan.
Yeah, I was just thinking that we should all go see Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I don't know, it just popped in my head. Thanks, Phil, for stopping by. And nice to see you modeling again. You're happiest when you're modeling.
Yeah, I know. Keeps me out of trouble.
And Randall, thank you for stopping by too. Good luck on that wiring. I hope you get through that. And you said there was no timetable for it.
Yep, not for the, well, certainly not for the Thunderbird 4, but thanks anyway.
And thanks, Heath, wherever you are, probably drinking coffee in your sleep. And I'd like to also remind you that if you like this, or if you want to see the past episodes of the Amazing Scale Modelers Hangouts, both the Sunday and the Across the Pond, go to my YouTube page, Scratch and Jack. And you can like this, you can comment and ask questions. And if it's a thumbs down, that shows the kind of person you are. And anyhow, joining us tomorrow is tomorrow, Sunday night, we're going to have the other modelers. Maybe it's the same group. We're going to have other modelers kicking back and talking scale modelers. This is Crouch and Jack, your host for this Amazing Scale Modelers Hangouts. Happy modeling, everyone.
Hi.
See ya.
Hi.
Oh, there.